What's up? How's it going? My name is Wyatt Ankrum. I'm the founder of Llama Music and Clothing. I'm basically going to tell you guys how to start a clothing brand with only $100 or so. I have step-by-step process of how to do it, and I'm going to show you my website and my examples from my experience and what I've done. Let's go. All right, step one. First things first is don't overcomplicate it. When I started, I didn't have anything planned out really. Like, I thought of a name, which was Llama, which stands for Local Artist by Wyatt Michael Ankrum, right? I didn't have like a whole collection planned out. I didn't have anything like that. So you really just need an idea of what you want your brand to be. So like, what's the name? What's the feeling behind it? When someone sees the name of your brand or hears it, like, what do they feel, right? And then what kind of people do you want wearing your brand? And then make the clothes based on that. A lot of people get stuck there because they spend months trying to make the perfect logo, the perfect Instagram, perfect website, and they haven't even made a shirt, So it's like, my advice is just start. Like, that's what I did. I had an idea and I'm like, I'm gonna make an Instagram. Let's go. So step one is just start. Okay. Step two, you don't need to know how to design clothing. Okay. This is another thing that stops people. You don't need to be a graphic designer. There's a bunch of free, cheap tools. Sometimes like your first idea can be super simple too. Like, for me, it was more like, this is what you need to buy to just start repping the brand type thing. Like, first thing is just like super easy, a phrase, a logo, photograph, graphic, whatever fits your brand. And then this leads me to Tapstitch, right? So Tapstitch is a website that allows you to design clothes, and they have super sick mock-ups and samples and stuff like that. Also, this video is not sponsored by Tapstitch whatsoever. I just genuinely want to put you guys on and let you know what I did, right? So yeah, what I'm saying is you don't need to know how to design, right? So put it together simply, and the most important thing is make what you would actually want to wear, right? Because like, if you wouldn't wear it, why would anyone else, right? And so for me, what I've done with my brand, and like I said in the beginning, I'm still working out my brand, like, this is me in the midst of my whole company and stuff like that. So I'm just telling you guys what to do based on what I've learned in the past 6 months, and making $500 my first month of sales. So yeah, basically, you don't need to know how to design, and wear what you actually want to wear instead of trying to cater towards famous people or like luxurious people, like whatever. So yeah, that's step two. All right, and then step three. This is kind of the biggest part of all the steps, because what I'm going to say is that you shouldn't buy a ton of inventory, okay? This is where a lot of clothing brands can get really expensive, and a lot of people make one shirt and buy 100 of them, and then it's like, okay, now I'm sitting on 100 shirts and they're not selling, okay? And so that's not what you want to do. So there's two ways you can go about this. I'm going to tell you the first way, which is the way I was going to do it, and the second way is the way I did it, okay? So the first way is pre-orders, okay? So basically, you design a piece of clothing, and you have the actual product, or excuse me, You design a piece of clothing, someone says they will order it, they put in their pre-order, and then you buy it for them. Okay? So that's what I was originally going to do. And I'm like, okay, that seems like a smart idea, because then I'm not sitting on a bunch of product, and I'm not like doing this. And then I thought, I'm like, I could do this easier. Like, there's an easier way I could do this for sure. And that brings me back to Tapstitch, okay? So Tapstitch allows you to connect your clothing designs to your actual website. So when I first started, I was connecting my designs to my website, and then it turned into basically drop shipping, which left me doing almost nothing in a way. Like, obviously had to design the clothes and like put my branding on them and make it look cool and do all the content and stuff like that. But when it came to like inventory and stuff like that, I didn't need any inventory. I didn't have to sit on 1,000 packages in my room that I don't have space for or time for. Instead, I was putting these designs on my website. People would buy them, and then I would basically fulfill them on Tapstitch, pay for the production and stuff like that, and then I was profiting. And it was simple, easy. I didn't have to worry about overhead and all that sort of thing. Like, instead of guessing, maybe I need 20 smalls, 30 mediums, 20 larges, I don't have to think about that at all. People buy it on my website based on what they want. They get a large t-shirt. I go, okay, cool. I saw that you bought a large t-shirt. I'm going to pay for the production, and it's going to get shipped to your house, and I don't have to do anything. The only thing I have to do in that situation is pay for the production, which I use with a credit card. Then when I make the money off Shopify, I pay off my credit card and I profit. So it's super simple. That's step 3, and the gist of that is I'm not putting a huge amount of money at risk. Okay, and then step 4 is your sample is where you should actually spend the money. So instead of trying to do like 50 t-shirts or whatever, just get one good sample. Maybe it's a sweat set, maybe whatever it is. Like, get a good sample, and then you don't need to do much. You just need to maybe take it somewhere cool, put it on for yourself, wear it out, have your friend wear it, take photos, shoot videos, TikToks, Reels, the whole thing. You don't need to hire a photographer. That's a waste of money. If you get iPhone, take pictures on your iPhone. It's that easy. I've been doing it this whole time. And like I said before, I'm not some successful business owner. I just learned a way that works. Okay. And then, you don't need some crazy expensive camera, like I said. So just put money into a sample, and then put time into content, and it will pay back, trust me. And then step 5 is you don't need a crazy website. Okay, so this is where people kind of sell themselves short, is like they spend money on some crazy website when they haven't even made an Instagram or something. Like, they don't even have, their brand isn't even out there yet, right? So again, keep it simple. Like, it took me 30 minutes to make my website. It's clean, it's simple. I'll show it in the video. It took me no time. It was free, super easy. They just need to understand on your website, what's your brand? What does your shirt look like? How much is it? What size do I get? Where do I buy it? That's basically it. And then you can always make the website better later down the line. That's what I'm working on, but honestly, I don't even need to at this point. It's clean, it's simple, it's easy. Don't let building the perfect website stop you from launching your brand, if that makes sense. All right, and then this is more the important part. I wanted to show you guys TapStitch and what it entails. Okay, so this is TapStitch, a bunch of mock-ups that you can design. Super cool, by the way, like coolest mock-up website I've seen by far. Anyway, that's their catalog, and then we'll go to my products, okay? Because this is what I've put on my website. I have designs, but I don't want to show my next drop. Look, so basically we have, this is the first t-shirt, right? So we have this t-shirt, it shows clothing label, hang tag, comes with all that. And then it says status, published, right? And then it's connected to my Shopify store. So it has all that, it's published on my store, it's connected. And then over here it says not synced and fulfillment disabled, right? So what that means is it's disabled and it's not synced because like it's no one is buying it right now. Okay, so when someone buys it, you ask for it to be fulfilled by TapStitch, and they accept it, and then you're paying for the production, and then you're shipping it out. So it's super easy. You don't have to worry about any overhead, anything like that. And then over here, my stores. So I click on my store, and then I have two different ones, but look at it's live, it's connected, 6 orders, 13 products. Yeah, that's just a backup. But basically, yeah, it's super easy. You can connect your Shopify like it says right there. So super easy, super simple. I just want to show you guys that. That way you get a better idea of what TapStitch is and why it's a good route to go for this concept. So this is my website. As you can see, like a lot of people like to do the floating images and stuff like that. But like this is super clean, super easy. I just got a little small clip of writing with my stuff on it. Llama Music and Clothing, support your local artist, shop, drop one, right? Easy. I got home, catalog, contact. People can search, like recently viewed. You can see all that. I got my sweater, all that. And then look, you can sign in, create an account, super easy. You can go to your bag. Mine's empty, obviously. Yeah, so then we click on shop, drop one. Super clean, super easy. You know exactly what you're getting. Have good pictures up there. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but TapStitch provides the picture of your items and your designs and puts them straight onto your store. So that is super helpful. You don't need to take pictures or anything like that. So this is just my first drop with my website. I have a hoodie, jeans, jorts, sweater, t-shirt, sweats, etc. You know, you get the deal. But super clean, super easy. Join the email list, and then I have my socials on the bottom there. Step 6. Now you actually have to get people to care about the brand. This is kind of where it gets tricky, it gets a little difficult, but it's super simple, I guess. So making a shirt, super easy, right? Making clothes is super easy, TapStitch especially. Getting somebody to care about the clothing is a little bit more difficult. So when you're, like I said, when you're doing the content stuff, yeah, it's simple, but don't post stuff like new shirt available now. And I'm victim to that, so I've learned. Show people the process, show them the sample arriving, show yourself wearing your clothing, like show how you came up with the design, like do a photo shoot, cinematic videos. Another one I'm working on, which is a big one, is send your clothes to people that will give it more outreach, basically, and just take it out into the real world. Make the brand interesting. It's not just about the product, there needs to be a story behind it. Like I said, with my brand, it's support your local artist. So instead of people just buying my clothing, they're buying, they're supporting a local artist. So it's got to be more than just the product. And that's something I'm still learning and working on. But yeah, word of mouth it goes really fast. Okay, so wear it out in public, and people will start. You'll gain traction very quickly. You just got to trust in the process. So that's step 6. Step 7. Okay, step 7. How much do you actually need? Okay, so if I was starting from absolutely nothing, which I basically was, I wouldn't be thinking like, how do I get $5,000 to start my brand? Okay, I'm thinking, how do I get a shirt made with my branding on it? Because that's all you really need to get it moving. Based on the first 6 steps that I just mentioned, that's really all you need. So designing it yourself, $0. Instagram, TikTok, $0. Take your own pictures, $0. Make your own videos, $0. Get your sample made. Okay, that's the only part where you spend a little bit of money. It's cheap, it's easy. So you get a sample made, set up an online store, launch it with all you have to pay for is your sample to do content, and then Shopify and Tapstitch. Tapstitch is free. Shopify, there is an amount you have to pay, but it's not bad. But that's for your website, bro. Like, that's where you're selling your stuff. And then basically from there you're drop shipping, and you don't have any overhead. You just have to worry about the production cost, which is super minimal, and you're profiting based on how much you sell it for. So like, literally, realistically, you can get this all going like super quickly with very minimal money, like a couple $100. You're moving. Okay, maybe even less, depending on what you're making and how you do it and stuff like that. And then when you're making money, okay, don't just go and spend it, right? Put it back into the brand. Make better samples, more products, better packaging, bigger shoots, events, all that sort of thing. It's going to help it grow way faster. So that's step 7. Okay. Step 8. So what you need to avoid is trying to look like a huge brand. Okay, so there's no reason to try to make it look like you're like trying to be the biggest brand and like trying to curate your clothes to the most luxurious people in the world and stuff like that. Like, you also don't need like a shit ton of products. You don't need 5,000 followers. You don't need a professional studio. You don't need custom stuff. Like, you don't need celebrities wearing your stuff. All you need is to make something good, get someone to buy it, and then get another person, then another, and you keep building very slowly. And like I said, what has worked with me is genuinely wearing my clothes out, and I get compliments all the time. Like, bro, they're like, bro, I like your shorts, I like your shirt. I'm like, dude, thank you. Like, this is my brand. Like, then it becomes a conversation, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'd love to support. Genuinely, I've made many sales just off that conversation. And like I said, word of mouth goes by really quick. So yeah, step 8 is just don't try to look like a huge brand. Get your good samples, get people to buy it quick, like get your close friends to buy it, get your family to buy it, and then it starts scaling super fast. Word of mouth, it's going really fast. Okay, that's step 8. And then that's pretty much it. But like I said, I'm not telling you this as someone who has built a huge clothing company 10 years ago. I'm literally in the midst of doing it right now. I'm building my brand while making this video. So, and I'm still using this method that I'm telling you guys. It's super simple. It's easy. You save money, all that sort of thing. You're not sitting on inventory. Excuse me. I'm still figuring it out. Still figuring out what works and what doesn't and stuff like that. But that's what I want to show you guys on this channel. And I genuinely just want people to succeed. And I want people to know that it's not as hard as you think to start a clothing brand. Okay? So yeah, I'm gonna start showing designs, samples, like how much things cost and like what actually happens when I drop something and stuff like that. So if you're trying to build a clothing brand,